And let's get cracking. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Blab What the Hell Happened. My name's Andrew McCauley from Autopilot Your Business. And we are talking about what has been happening online in the last few days. In fact, since Black Friday, we are going to come up with a whole range of stuff. There's lots to talk about. And of course, I'm joined by Will Hankey. G'day, Will.
Hey, Andrew.
How you doing? How'd you survive Thanksgiving?
Well. It was good. Yeah, we've had a crazy couple days. I'm very surprised.
Yeah. Well, we're just saying that there's been a number of things. Well, it didn't seem like there was a lot of things happening in the news, but once we started digging in, there's a lot to talk about. So we have many cool things to jump in and talk about. And if you've just joined us, we are discussing what has been happening online over the last few days. Kick us off, Will. What have we got first off the rank?
It looks like Google's trying to make a move on some Pinterest things, which is pretty interesting. Two different articles have come out in the last couple of days, or two different things. One is about a new star feature that they're adding to images now, so you can start to rate the different pictures, or if you like them, things like that. And then I think just today, they came out with a thing where you can start to build collections around Google Images, which is very interesting.
So I've been looking at Google Images, and I haven't seen that feature on the images just yet. But is it like 5 stars? You can pick, 1 to 5 stars whether you like that image. Is it meant to be relevant score? So is it relevant to the term that you're searching for? How's it supposed to be working?
Yeah, I was gonna paste the URL in there for everybody to read about it. Not 100% sure. I was gonna pull up my Google Images and just see if I see anything related to stars or anything. I didn't see anything earlier today when I was on it.
You know what? Is it just mobile device? Maybe.
Could be.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Interesting.
It says new bookmarking option for Google Images is only available on a personal account level, but there's social sharing potential down the road. So I think they're setting themselves up to start to take on Pinterest a little bit more.
They took on Facebook and failed. They're taking on Twitter, failed. They're going to try and take on Pinterest. I don't know how that's going to go.
Well, Pinterest came out a week or two ago and introduced the new, what did they call that? The search where you can look inside the pictures.
Yes. In search inside the picture, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that may have caught their attention. And I think that's going to be pretty huge when you can search for something, inside of a picture or something like that. I really think Pinterest made a great move there, and I wonder if Google's maybe a little bit behind it.
Maybe. Well, yeah, we wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure that Google have got some of that feature already. They're just going to roll it out. They probably haven't had a good platform to roll it out to, but now that they're seeing Pinterest roll it out, it could be interesting to see what happens.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, interesting. Let's keep an eye on that space. We'll see if we can find out if that's just an iOS device tool or a desktop tool right now.
Yeah, I didn't see anything in the article about it being particular to a device. It's just talking about, I lied. Here we go. Feature within mobile versions of Google Images.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, yeah, so it is mobile images. Okay, well, we'll see what that means for us. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Let's jump over and talk about YouTube. They've done a couple different things over the weekend. They've opened voting for the most iconic ads of 2015. So you can go to YouTube and put in your vote for what you think were the best ads. Which is always good. I remember the TV shows of the best ads or the funniest commercials or that kind of stuff. Those are always interesting to watch. So different play on it now with the YouTube angle as well. A lot of people are producing content specifically to those type of platforms instead of TV. So be interesting to see.
I saw a very funny ad the other day. I'm going to completely sidetrack, but now we're talking about ads. I saw a very funny ad, which you may have already seen before. But it popped up on a YouTube video, which before the YouTube video, and it was a 2.5-minute ad, and I actually watched it again and I shared it with people. And it's the Squatty Potty. Squatty Potty. Have you seen that ad?
Oh yeah, with the unicorn and the rainbows and
Yeah.
yeah.
My kids love it. They want to watch it again and again. So it's the catchphrase of our house right now. So our Squatty Potty was done really well.
What a great ad to advertise something that's not so exciting to talk about. So they really did a great job of scripting that out.
Yeah, really. So yeah, it was an ad that we watched over again and again. So I hope it didn't cost the advertisers too much money. But anyway, we we watched it.
Yeah, some of the Dollar Shave Club ads are pretty good too.
Yeah, there is some clever ones out there.
Yeah.
So this YouTube thing, can you actually vote? You can just do a vote on there. You just pick a number or whatever.
Yeah, I think they actually set up a hashtag, and you can go out there and look at the different. It's called the YouTube ad. That's the hashtag. Hashtag the YouTube ad.
Okay.
So that's see, it gives 5 different categories, from one that gives you the feels and one that gets you going. So they've got some different
interesting
ways of judging those ads as well.
Yeah. When do they judge that?
I don't know the answer to that either. Winners announced on December 9th. So you don't have too long, only about a week and a half.
Only a week away, so.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What else we got there?
There was another piece of news related to YouTube. They've come out and they're spotlighting some climate change, or trying to bring some more attention to climate change. They've started a hashtag around that called Hours to Lose, which is OURS, Hours to Lose. So started that, and you can go out there and make your own videos with that hashtag, and hopefully gain some attention for climate change.
Right. Okay. Good.
Which is good.
I think there's another hashtag out there right now. Giving Tuesday is a big one that's happening today too. After the Black Friday, Cyber Mondays, there's a big move on Giving Tuesdays right now. So you might see that pop up in your Twitter accounts and that sort of stuff too.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
That's better than the fabricated Cyber Monday one.
Yes, exactly. All right. What else we got?
Let's see. Not necessarily social media related news, but I do have there was an interesting study done by, I think it was a group called Blue Nile, and they did a study on what compels people to buy, and what kind of content, compels people to purchase. And they even went as far as separating out B2B versus B2C. B2B people seem to like video a little bit more because it's direct and to the point, and they can get things done a little quicker, which makes sense. So some great information there if you're building content and wondering what's going to create the most sales.
So you got that link there in the right-hand side to have a look at that. Any indications of what sort of content? Does it break up content for industry types?
They talked about the B2B versus B2C, but I don't think they talked too much about various industries. It didn't go real deep into the study. Now, there is a link to the study on the page where you can go dig into it a little bit more.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, interesting. Let's see. Buyers chose headlines with data and statistics the most, which is kind of interesting. But, from a marketing standpoint, we've kind of known that all along with lists and things, 5 things to do before blah, 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 or 7 tips to do this. Those are pretty common, already done. So it makes sense that people would like that kind of stuff. B2C buyers prefer blog posts at a far greater rate than B2B buyers, which is a direct relationship to the B2B buyers prefer video. So
awesome. Okay.
Just kind of yells
check that out. We'll get that link there.
Yeah, that you need to be doing multiple kinds of video, or multiple kinds of content, not just one.
Yeah. I think we've been saying that for a couple of years now.
That's right.
You can't just stick on one platform. You've got to sort of spread yourself around a bit, and because your buyers are going to be all on different sorts of platforms.
Yeah.
We've just had Cyber Monday and Black Friday. Tell us some news about Facebook trying to knock off Amazon.
Yeah, there was an interesting article on TechCrunch about somebody who had had an experience with the new shopping stream on Facebook, and that it's kind of weird that it's not seeming to work as great. But I think since it's just come out, I think it's just Facebook's algorithms haven't necessarily learned everything that you want to see and what you're going to buy, and I think over time that'll just get more and more specific to things that you're actually interested in buying. That's just kind of random now, and to say that they're taking on Amazon right now is probably a bit crazy. Maybe that's the long-term play, but I think for now they're just trying to learn more about people, and as if they don't know enough already.
I think stick to social, do what you're good at, and right. Stick to social. Let Amazon take the market of the e-commerce, because it's a lot of learning that they've got to do to catch up to Amazon. That's for sure. Yeah.
We've recently had some family issues come up, and I listen to the various people that are coming around, and they're always talking about, we should put that out on Facebook, because that seems to be the way that people communicate a lot of things now. So for them to go into the shopping thing, like you said, let's stick to what you're good at.
Yeah.
It's in people's heads that way. Focus.
Yeah, so many businesses do that though, don't they? They go for so many options and so many different things, and they lose focus on what they're doing.
Right.
Look at Google. Google are good at search, but they weren't too good at social, and they keep trying to do it.
Yeah, it's Google Plus is still dying a slow death. I don't know how long it's going to take to die.
How many lives it's got, but. Interesting to see that just out the other day talking about this, Google have got their new parent company, whatever it's called, Alphabet. Isn't it Alphabet?
Yeah.
And they're making their different departments now pay for different research and development sort of stuff. So if they're going to develop a new social network or that new, image stuff, that department has to sort of come up with a marketing budget, a marketing plan.
Oh.
Business plan around it, and then not just leech off the money they're making from the search giant. So they're really breaking their business up into components so that each business will either die or fail relatively quickly, depending on how much money how much revenue it can generate from that side of the business.
Very interesting.
Yeah, there was a big article about that the other day.
Interesting.
Yes.
Facebook is also testing some new automatic translation. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I saw that just yesterday actually pop up on my feed. There was some information popped up and it said translated from Portuguese or something. I'm like, wow. Normally you click on the button and it says, do you want to translate this? But it's already automatically translated. And I'm like, I didn't hit the button. I haven't seen that before, but then there's a big article about it today I saw. So, Facebook are translating stuff for you now. If you obviously say that you're English or your home language your main language is English, it's going to translate into your main language. So that's going to be interesting for people in other countries that English is not the main language, and they have friends who are creating English posts. It's automatically translated into their own language. This is going to be fascinating to see how that goes. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I wonder how accurate it is. It's probably 80-90% like most of the other ones, I would assume.
Yeah, I can see one day we're not going to need to know languages. We're just going to need to have access to Facebook. We can go through another country in the middle of Russia, and as long as they get Wi-Fi, we can just type in a message to them on Facebook and it'll automatically translate it for them. And
right,
there's your discussion right there. Interesting to see how quickly that's going to happen. I think we'll have that barrier break down. There'll be little tools that can just tell us what to say and how to say it, sort of thing, without having to look up dictionaries anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure there already is something like that in the travel industry.
Well, I mean, there is, but I'm just saying that I think it'll be like Google goggles or little things in our ears, and telling us what's going on, or instant translation and that sort of stuff. It'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, what else?
Facebook's texting users about their friends' birthdays.
Yeah, well, this came up in the news just I think today, but it really isn't that new. And I just thought I'd bring it up because people are like, "Wow, it's all exciting! Look, Facebook are texting you saying, hey, it's Will's birthday today. Make sure you go and post on his timeline." And in actual fact, it's been around for a little while. If you want that sort of feature, you can go and set that up in your settings on your Facebook account to get texted when there's certain activities happening.
Oh,
so I just thought it was funny that a news service would bring it up saying, look at these new features, when in actual fact it's been around for a while. So even the news gets it wrong sometimes.
Yeah, maybe it was a slow news day and they wanted to come up with something.
Maybe. Yep, maybe.
So it's a setting inside Facebook. You can go in there and probably have
in the settings. Yeah, in the settings, your privacy settings or your notification settings, you can get notified by text for different people's activities, and birthdays is one of them.
Okay, so multiple things, not just birthdays.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so I wonder if it's tied to in Facebook I have my close friends, and even if I unfollow them, it still automatically notifies me of something that they've done. So maybe it's something similar to that, I guess. Yeah,
I can't remember. I didn't look inside the settings today, but because they seem to change every 3 weeks anyway. But there used to be where you could pick what you want and which group. So friends of friends or just friends. Mainly it was just friends. But also, what do you want to be texted for a post? Do you want to be texted for a birthday? Do you want to be texted for a photo tag? Do you want to be texted for a check-in to a venue sort of thing? So if you're really keen on getting lots of texts because you haven't got friends that text you, then that would be an option for you.
Right, that might be what I do, so I feel important.
Yeah, so you feel important. You're out at a party. Oh, there's another text. There's another text. Who's texting you? Oh, just some guy checking into a random bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like we've got one piece of Twitter news. They've added some more choices to the native polls. I think they added up to 4 now.
Yeah. Have you used Twitter polls at all? Have you used the Twitter poll at all?
Nope.
So I used it the other week. I just wanted to find out, just have a play with it I think we spoke about it a while ago. And it was good. I got a lot of interaction. I think I got, 20, 30 people, something like that, posting their answer in the Twitter poll. And it was good. Just good to see that little thing go. And there's people sharing it and that sort of stuff. Of course, I can only have 2 answers, but now, as you said, I can have 4 answers so that you can find out a little bit more about your clientele or whatever question you're asking.
Yeah, it's an easy way to get quick feedback, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah. So that was good.
Yeah. Last piece of news that we have is that Adobe has put another nail in Flash's coffin. We talked earlier about Google Plus not dying. Flash seems to be the same way. It's still not dead.
Who uses Flash? Is it on the dark web or something?
Maybe so. I remember when web design, that was the big thing, man. Put a big splash page up with something crazy going on. And boy, that was not smart.
You come to a lot of the websites where I live, and they're still using Flash because they think it's good.
Right.
Sadly, but true.
Well, so what Adobe did is they renamed it. I think it's part of Illustrator now, but I don't think it's going to hang around too much longer.
Just kill it off.
Yeah.
Kill it off. Do it.
Yeah.
No one's using it. I mean, realistically, it hasn't been able to be used on iOS devices for like 4 or 5 years now,
right,
or more. So, and everyone's on devices somewhere. Don't waste your time. Just do yourself a favor and kill it.
Yeah, I guess that all started when YouTube switched from Flash over to, did they go to HTML5, I think?
Yeah, HTML5, yeah. So, yeah, everyone's pointing to don't use it, and these people want to keep it ticking over. Adobe, get rid of it.
Yep. So that is all of the topics we had for today. Wow,
I thought we'd be going for an hour and a half today, but obviously not. Crazy.
Kind of slammed through them today, but that's all right.
Sometimes we do.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do. Sometimes it's not that meaty. They're just little tidbits of information that are changed on the world.
Yep.
So there you go. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We do this show every Friday and Tuesday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central. Come and join us next Friday. We are talking about some crazy changes that are about to happen that haven't even happened yet.
That's right.
We don't know what they are, but we're sure they're going to happen because we know the online world will be changing for sure.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thanks very much.
All right. Have a good day.
Talk to you later. Okay. Bye.